Before we get started, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Hi, I hope you have a fantastic day, and if not, I hope I make your day a little bit better. Welcome back to Online Session. This is just a demo now, so this isn't the full game. It'd mean the world to me if you join my family and join in on us and join the conversations that we be having, because we be having fun in the comment section. Now, I know what I did. And before y'all be like, ugh, she always cutting off the game at the good part, because yes, I've had a few people yell at me for that. And it don't bother me. I promise y'all I got thick skin. Y'all can say whatever y'all want down there. But I turned it off at this time because I knew what was coming and I wanted to make it special for y'all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and continue reading. Today we're going to meet Adisorn, not Addison, because I said Addison, I think, in the last one or something. I messed up his name. But we're going to meet our friend, whoever that might be. The biting chill of the air forces you to zip up your jacket as you step out of the bus. I forgot about the clicky clicky. I kind of let it go because for me, you could tell me in the comment section, is the clicky clicky sound like bothering y'all? I'll skip it sometimes. I won't skip it all the time, but I like the clicky clicky sound. And I can always turn it down. So if it does bother y'all, let me know and I'll turn it down. It took only a few stops to get to the center, as the studio you lived in is not that far. You were lucky enough to snatch an apartment that was in close proximity of your university. You looked up at all the consuming darkness in the sky, gentle snow nonchalantly falling from the above. I am in a snowstorm myself right now. It is not nonchalantly falling. It is beating you. It is fisting your face. Yeah, I had to use it that way. It's fisting your face. You and Eddie agreed to meet at the local diner, and since he still had to finish some business earlier in the day, you chose evening as the time. Thanks to the approaching middle of winter, it's not even that late, but the sky is already pitch black, making the falling snow resemble falling stars. Oh, I love snow. I really do. You look around the street, trying to plan your route to the diner while simultaneously avoiding the reckless traffic and huge snowdrift piled up on the sidewalks. If only they took better care of plowing in Minnesota. I've never been to Minnesota, so if someone is watching my video right now and you live in Minnesota, is it nice there? Let me know. I'm looking for somewhere to move. You sigh and shake your head in defeat before turning your attention to the people filling the streets. Centra is always living, but it feels even busier today as people flood the stores in search of socks, gift cards, and useless trinkets in preparation for Christmas. It is the 21st in the game. All the things that will inevitably end up in the forgotten somewhere in a dark closet. I mean, that's fair. Finally managed to, not me though. Let me rephrase that. I'm like, that's fair. But me, I display every gift I've ever gotten. I've had people even send me things from YouTube. When I was like a small YouTuber, somebody was like, hey, I want to send you a better microphone. Is that okay? And I was like, yeah, sure. And it was like, look, I know you don't want to give your address out to anybody, but send me a wish list and, I'll get you a thing. So I was like, yeah, this is ever going to, this is not going to work, but whatever. And so I did it, and a microphone showed up like a week later. I was like, ah. And then they messaged me, hey, on my comment section, like, hey, did you get it? And at this time, I wasn't getting any comments at all. Like, it was just one or two people maybe commenting. And they're like, hey, did you get it? I'm like, yeah, thank you. This is so sweet. And it like restored my faith in humanity. It was so sweet. And ever since then, I've had people tell me to make a wish list. Every time I tell that story, somebody's like, oh yeah, you should make a wish list so we can get you that stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know what to add to the wish list. I have y'all, and that's good enough for me. But I mean, if y'all really want me to, I will. You finally managed to outline your way in your mind and, without standing around in the cold any further, hastily walk to the diner, radiating warm yellow light in the distance. You look at the people passing by, struggling to not seem nosy while trying to find the familiar figure. You've never seen Addie's face, but he has shown you a picture of himself with his head blurred out. before. So okay, we're looking for his body, not his. Let me turn my headset down. We're looking for his body, not his face. Though he tried to hide most of his features, the one thing you could tell for sure is that your friend possessed short hair dyed red, which alone should make him stand out from the crowd. Let's hope. This fact is proving to be somewhat useless now, though, as the surroundings are practically drowning in quickly passing red colors. Hush phone. Before I shut you up. Newly brought Christmas gift, crimson winter coats, and flashing tail lights of cars are all turning your view into a blurred kaleidoscope of red. I had the same thing kind of happen. As most of you guys know, and if you don't know, if you're a new viewer here, I've met Song on Xbox, and we decided to meet up together. He had just got off a flight and he was like dead tired. So I told him like, hey, I'll meet you at your hotel. Yes, I was of age before anybody asked. I was like 22, 23 or something. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll meet you at your hotel. It's cool. It's whatever. And when I got to his hotel, I knew he was a tall guy. I knew he wore glasses. And so I was looking, but I never put in perspective how tall he is. Now, I tell everybody I'm 6'5", but we all know the true secret, but y'all can't say the true secret is that I'm actually 5'6" and a half. I'm 5'6" and a half, okay? But I'm 6'5". But yeah. He like kind of snuck up on me because I was like, what room did he say he was in? And I was like, let me ask the front desk. And I was like, excuse me, I'm looking for my friend. I said his name, and they were like, we don't have that person here. Oh wait, we do have that person here. Just go ahead up. He's on this floor, this room. And I was like, thank you. They said they're gonna call him, and I was like, that's fine. Yes, so call him and let him know that I'm coming. I even text him, and then I started texting my sister. And as I was texting my sister, I was like, I'm so scared. I'm meeting this guy for the first time, and I barely like have met him in real life. Like, I don't think we've ever met in real life. We've only like talked on the phone and video called a few times. And she's like, you're gonna end up on the first 48. And for people who don't know what the first 48 is, it's a crime watch show where girls end up getting murdered. It's not just women, but people end up getting murdered basically. And all I could think in my head is like, oh my God, I'm coming to a hotel. He probably thinks that he gonna get some booty. I don't even think he knew I was a virgin. I was a virgin, okay, until I was 24, until I was 25 or 24. So I was like, I don't even think does he realize I'm a virgin? Is he just gonna take it? He did say he was really tall. How tall is he? And as I'm getting off the elevator, I had my head down texting my sister, and this deep voice said, oi, and scared the absolute crap out of me. And I'm gonna let y'all know I brought protection, okay? He said he was tall. I didn't know how tall he was. I had to bend my neck to kind of look at him. I was like, oh my God, you're tall, but you didn't say you were this tall. And he just was like leaning there with his arms crossed, just staring at me. I told you, I've literally met the visual novel guy. And there's other stuff that happened if y'all want to know. I'm sorry I talked your ears off, but yeah. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was funny. And I think I have an actual sit down. Maybe I'll play a game and tell y'all how I met Song, and kind of write down some key points because a lot of stuff happened. It was crazy. It was a wild ride, and I'll do it again every time. But anyways, I can understand because he said that, oh yeah, I got to the hotel, I changed my clothes, I don't have jeans on no more, I have on white pants, and everything I passed, I was looking for white pants. He didn't say white shorts. He said white pants. So I'm looking for some white long pants, some white long jeans or something. But everything that passed by me, I was looking for it. And then when I finally saw what he was wearing a blue like tank top and a white pair of pants. And I'm like, ugh. If he had went into detail, I would have found him. Newly brought Christmas gifts. Okay, we read this already. You rapidly blink to steady your focus before a smudge of something dark catches your attention. Like a drop of fresh blood, the darker color stands out from the mix of the vivid red shapes. You step closer to look at it before your breath hitches. And who might that be? Well, I told you guys that the person it was gonna be a cutie pie, and did I or did I not tell y'all that the person was gonna be a cutie pie? I rest my case. This is exactly why I did it, so you guys can see this. Oh, I needed some water because he is so cute. The first thing that you involuntarily notice is the sheer amount of scars covering the man's face. A couple of fresh band-aids sloppily stick in some places. Two evidently try to hide some of them, all to no avail. The thin line of smoke coming from his cigarette in his scarred mouth wavers in the cold evening wind, bringing your attention to the countless piercings on the man's ears. The only thing that could probably compete with his scars and the amount. Okay. He doesn't have that many. I guess he kind of does. And by the way, I'm sorry if the snow looks weird. When I didn't record this, I don't remember if the snow was falling, but if it did, it didn't fall like this. It's not supposed to fall like this. I don't know why. I think I'm having some computer issues, but don't think that's the game. Sometimes my computer is just dumb sometimes. He stands out like a sore thumb amidst the cherry Christmas scenery of the city century. One part of my brain can't comprehend the man's existence. It tells you that his presence is wrong, like he's not supposed to be here. See, and it cleared up now. See? That's so weird. You can feel the lump rise in your throat as his dark eyes flicker to look at you. He is so cute. He could look at me any day. Oh my God, Adisorn, he is so cute. Having been caught, a sense of shame burns through your chest, but you can't look away. His eyes glint in the light coming from the diner as he slowly looks you over. Okay. His eyes stop at your own, and just for a split second, you lock gazes. Can't quite articulate the feeling that this stranger's gaze creates in you. In a way, it makes you uncomfortable. Feel almost small and insignificant, and all you want is to get away from this encounter as fast as possible. So I can understand that. At first meetings, a lot of people, and be honest in the comment section below, tell me, honestly, a lot of people would skip the first date, the second date, the third date, all of that. They skip the first month of you dating in order to get to the best parts, because when I tell you, the first weeks of me and Song dating, I felt like I could mess up at any time, and he has such this mysterious thing about him that it's just, he sits quiet, he doesn't talk, he like sometimes he analyzes, so when you're talking to him, he actually listens, and you could be like, what did I say 10 minutes ago? And he can repeat it back word for word. It's insane. But in the beginning of our relationship, when I would start talking, because you guys know I ramble, especially when I'm nervous or my anxiety's high. Like today, my anxiety is very high, so forgive me. But yeah, when he used to listen to me, I was just like, oh God, I gotta keep talking, otherwise we're just gonna sit in silence. So blah 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 blah. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, I'm just talking over you. You're not even listening. It's fine. Jokingly saying you're not even listening. And he'll be like, so the other day I went to the store and I got these pair of pants. I got these pink polka dot pants, but I don't think polka dots look good on me. And I'll be like, you heard everything I said? You listened? I think that's what made me love him. Most guys would be like, oh baby, I'm sorry, I was doing something, I wasn't listening. I think I read that already. Yeah. On the other hand, though, it's almost hypnotic and somehow makes you just want to stand here and consume each other sparingly with your eyes and nothing else. Okay. You slightly squeeze your hands, trying to get back to reality. Wait. Red hair. Adisorn? cute. How could I not? Look at his hands have scar on them too. His neck has scars. Okay, I didn't notice this when I first played through, but like I'm taking in his whole appearance. Oh my god. Sour milk. You did it again. You got me again. I promise y'all I'm not looking at it. I promise y'all I was just taking in all of his appearance. I wasn't looking. This time I promise you. His belt buckle caught my attention, and then my eyes kind of. Oh God! Sour milk, stop doing this to me. The scars on his hands, the scars on his face. Lord. The fur jacket. I hate fur jackets. I don't know what it is, but they look good on him, and it seems like he has like a turtleneck under a hoodie. Okay. And then maybe like something hanging from his belt. He has like something black. I'm trying so hard not to look at it. He has something black hanging from his belt, like onto his pants. So maybe he has like a little fanny pack on or something. But dang it, sour milk. Now I gotta cover that up. I'm trying so hard not to look. Oh, you finally recognized me. Took you a minute. I've never seen your face before. We did say that we never seen his face before. Well, of course, I've never seen your face before. In fact, I'd say I was at a marginal disadvantage here. I mean, that's the best way to put it. Yeah, you literally blurred out your face in the picture. So how the heck were we supposed to know? We were absolutely looking for your figure and your hair. So I say she actually chose perfectly, because I probably still wouldn't recognize you. You cross your arms and pretentiously pout as best as your limited acting skills allowed you to. Yeah, that sounds like me. Should have shown me a picture of you when I asked. That wasn't her talking, I don't think. I would think that was him. Stump Adisorn emptily blinked for a moment before letting out a distinct chuckle. He's so cute. You're not wrong. Though I suppose you won't need it now. I guess not. I don't know why. Maybe those are fresh scars, but I don't understand why he has the band-aids on. You don't have to hide them because you barely hid them as it is. But I see like the ones on his cheek are darker, so I'm going to assume that indicates that those are newer and the lighter ones are the older ones. But he still look good. Would y'all date a guy with scars like this on his face? I would. I would. The man in front of you almost makes a comical gesture, spreading his arms out to the side. Any first impressions on something you've wanted to see for so long? Definitely not something I expected. Now I'll be able to recognize you in a second. Won't be able to forget such a pretty face. I don't remember what I chose when I got to beta test. I don't remember what I chose, so don't ask me. And I think I went through everything. I just don't remember where half of this stuff is. When you start playing a bunch of visual novels, your brain kind of blurs together, and sometimes you forget. Sure, such a pretty face. Well, I won't be able to forget such a pretty face. That's for sure. Oh, did we offend? I'm sorry. As if not expecting such boldness coming from you in real life, Adisorn grins turns into an expression of surprise before his scars wrinkle as a smile returns to his lips once again. I hope I didn't offend him. Does that mean I'm forever stuck in your head now? Smiling to yourself, you playfully roll your eyes. Your worries start to fade away. After all, it really is your good old Adisorn. Let's hope he doesn't have a twin brother. Let's just hope that's not the case. Maybe. Your friend just flashes a grin as he shrugs his shoulders. Adisorn then turns towards the diner and looks it up and down as he takes a long drag of his cigarette. Now that's something that would take points off of anybody that I am trying to date. Cigarette smoking. Absolutely not. I hate the way cigarette smoke smells. I hate the way cigarettes smell in general, and I can smell it on you. As me not being a smoker, I can smell cigarettes on you. Just so you know. It looks nice. And it looks even nicer inside. So let's go inside and get out of the snow. Well, you ready to head in then? You bet I am. After extinguishing his cigarette and throwing it into the nearest trash can, he opens the front door of the diner and holds it for you. Aw, that's so sweet. You give him a grateful nod and step into the building. Sorry, my phone was ringing. Well, let's head in. Oh. Again, I'm taking a deeper look now that I'm actually like playing it for the channel now. I'm taking so let's not say, oh boy, you barely made a test if you didn't take a deep look. I took a deep look at everything, but I'm noticing as I'm playing again, I'm noticing different things. And I played through the beta test multiple times. I fell in love with Adisorn, so even things that I've already done, I just wanted to hear him like to say it again, or like see him do it again, or smirk again or something. I would replay through. Oh no, I'm sorry, but I've noticed that Sour Milk added some new stuff, maybe some new dialogue, or maybe some dialogue I didn't fully pay attention to, and I like that. I do. I really do. It looks awesome, and even like adding the fact that, you know, changing the sound and stuff. I don't think we could do that in the beta test and stuff, but anyways, yeah. I'm not gonna talk about it too much because I don't know what Sour Milk wants me to say and what like it's supposed to be like a hush hush thing. And again, nothing was ever told to me that something has to stay quiet, like, hey, when you play this, don't tell this and don't tell that. And plus this is an open demo for everybody to play, so, but I'm just saying it's a lot of stuff in here that's like I'm kind of like wary of talking about, because again, it is not my project to be talking about it. And again, I know if I was creating something and I had just like released a demo, but I told people like, hey, I know you played this in the beta test, don't tell nobody about it, right? Then I would be mad too. But again, there's a lot of stuff that I've seen that's been added. I'm sorry I'm rambling on y'all. Most of it's gonna probably be me rambling a lot and talking about what I've seen and what I didn't see. The bright establishment welcomes you with pleasant warmth and appetizing smells coming from within. Sighing, you can feel blood slowly flowing in your cheeks as the contrast between the cold outside and the warm inside kicks in. The evening atmosphere in the diner is delightful. Surprisingly, compared to the busy street, it's not all that crowded inside. You would expect a diner, like, even if people weren't trying to order like a full meal, people would kind of crowd into a diner to just get out the cold air. The soft pop music playing in the background blends with the quiet chattering of the few people inside, adding to a pleasant ambiance. You instinctively smile, happy to see your favorite diner stay lively even in the evening. It was your idea to come here. It's the place you always go to with your friends, and sometimes even alone if you're in need of a warm meal that will generously satiate your hunger and won't simultaneously drain your wallet. Tell that to anybody. If Adisorn needed to see just one thing in the city, it would absolutely certainly be this diner. You look around and happily note that your favorite seat near the window have not been taken. Well, good, because I'm the same way. I like to sit in the same place that I sat in last time, and I would like to keep it that way. Hey, Adisorn, let's sit here. He nods and you both move to the window table. He looks so cute right there. Like, no way. Like, look at how... I can't. This was like my favorite part. I know like there's other stuff that's coming up, but this right here was my favorite part. An inept waitress hastily comes towards you with a couple of menus, and after plopping them down on the table, you patiently straighten up, a small notebook and pen in her hands. Addison quickly looks over the menu without much interest, and then switches his gaze to you. Since you frequent this place, got any suggestions? Oh, okay. He's gonna let me pick. I wonder if, and maybe I'm looking too deeply into this. I wonder the same. Is that blood on his nails? Like, are you a shop? Like, do you do workshop? Is that what it is? You don't even remember telling him about you coming here often. You can't shut up at all when it comes to talking to him, huh? I mean, did we tell him? But never mind that. With a rising feeling of the upper hand in the situation, you feel the need to impress him with your choice. You quickly glance over the menu. All right. A cheeseburger, pancakes, milkshake. Y'all know me. Before we say anything, we know what boy is going to choose. Sorry, I had to restart it because something went wrong. I don't know what the heck happened, but we're going to choose the milkshake. Absolutely. Y'all know good and gosh darn well that we were going to choose the milkshake. Y'all know me. You unhesitatingly point at the bold letters spelled milkshake. Of course, it's me. Honestly, among all the other things I've tried in the city, this one probably makes the best milkshakes out of them all. I mean, I'd be here every day too. Nemo, not sure if you actually remember them, told me they actually use fresh fruit and ice cream to make them here. Plus, I've never seen so many flavors anywhere, so we now know. And again, when I play the game fully through, I'm gonna go back and show you the little details and stuff, but this is just a demo. But Nemo was one of the people that we were talking to in the chat room and stuff, and I'm assuming that they're friends, but now we know that Nemo lives close by. So does this person. And the only reason why I'm keeping this all in mind, and even when I was doing the beta stuff, I'm keeping this all in mind because the game is called Online Obsession. Plus, I've never seen so many flavors anywhere. Adisorn chuckles at your excitement. Classic choice, huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. What flavor, though? You pick chocolate. If any of you guys say strawberry, banana, vanilla, you're lying. You're lying and you're related to the Joker somehow. I don't know how. I'm going to explain it. I can't explain it, but somehow you're related to the Joker. It is chocolate all the time, every time. Sweet. Literally. Should we go with chocolate milkshakes then? Slightly embarrassed by your stereotypical choice, you timidly nod. You both order the same thing, and after hastily writing the order in her small notebook, the waitress scurries off. After following her to the kitchen door with his gaze, Adisorn then turns towards you. You look at him and shuffle in your seat, just now letting your nervousness settle in. You've never met people you talk to online in real life, and though you consider Adisorn your best friend on the internet, you can't help but be anxious around the person you've technically meeting for the first time. Okay, I'm glad it's not me. I felt so nervous meeting Song, and we talked every day. We would talk on Xbox, and then like at the time I worked night shift and evening, so when I had to get off of Xbox, and he worked in the morning time, so I had to get off. We would be texting all throughout the day. We'd be calling each other on the phone when he had a break. And when I had a break, I'd call him on the phone. It was like a whole bunch of stuff that was happening. And it's just so weird. But when we first met, it was like, he says he wasn't that nervous. And I'll text him and ask him. And I'll show you guys what he said. But I think he claims that he wasn't nervous. I strongly believe like he was a little bit nervous. He noticed you staring and raised his eyebrows. Checking me out, doll? Look how cute he is. This is my favorite scene. Them in the booth is so cute. I'm telling y'all, he's so handsome. Notice something yet? No, nothing. You're so handsome in real life. Your scars fit you well. I could say all of these. I'd be like, you're very handsome. I like your scars and you look better in person. And you know, I could say all of this, but I'm just going to say you're so handsome in real life. Didn't know you were so handsome in real life. If I knew, I'd do anything to get some pics from you way earlier. As if taken by surprise, Addison blankly blinks with his mouth half open before snapping out of it, the corners of his mouth melting into a smile. You really missed an opportunity to use some cringy pickup line here, Voyia. Oh, you're right. Let me redeem myself. Let me think of something. Let's see. I mean, we can call him Miss. I don't know. I couldn't think of nothing. He's just too cute. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? You know what's on the the diner menu? If each one of our conversations were cutscenes, I'm gonna go with the cutscene one. If each and every one of our conversations were cutscenes, I would replay them over and over again and never skip. Hey, that's more romantic than cringy, if anything. To me, that was a little cringe. I mean, compared to the rest of the pickup lines I've seen. Did my research, huh? Maybe. I don't think this Voyia did her research, because I would have hit him with one of those. Oh, dang it. What's a good pickup line? Hey, baby, need a seat? I had to think for a long second. Hey, baby, need a seat? How about you sit right here? And then I just open my arm up and show him my thighs. Like, how about you just sit right here, baby? Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't a boy. I wasn't born a boy. You get interrupted by the waitress who, you have to admit, a little clumsily set the milkshakes in front of you. Oh, hey, that was fast. They probably have some of the stuff prepared beforehand, the convenient part of having a small menu. Well, let's see how that small menu holds up. You both almost simultaneously dig into the food and, just as you expect from your favorite place, it tastes nothing short of delightful. But now, you worry if Adisorn shares your opinion and, trying not to look too prying, nervously glances at him. After taking a sip, he briefly closes his eyes before the corners of his mouth spread into a smile, and he reassuringly nods at you. It's actually really good. I'm so glad you like it because I like you. So happy. I know, right? And it's cheap too. I see why you come here so often now. It would be simply criminal of me not to. Couldn't agree more. Thinking it's a good opportunity, you feel prompt to keep your conversation going. You talk about him, talk about yourself. Talk about him. Let's see if we can get some information about him. Ask him about the doll on second thought. He's got to say a pickup line in return. Hey, what about you? He raised his eyebrow at your question. What do you mean? Hit me with your best, cringiest pickup line. Taken by surprise, Adisorn looked at you for a moment before letting out a hearty laugh. Well, at least we know we can make him laugh. Oh no, Voyia, I doubt anything can top me off yours at this point. You said it was more romantic than cringy. Now you gotta come up with something cringy. Come on, can't be worse than mine. Isn't that the point? To have the worst pickup line? I'm waiting, Addie. Fine. Knock, knock. Oh, who's there? When, where? When, where, who? Tonight, night. My house. You. Okay. I think mine was more cringy. I think I won this one. I think mine was more cringy. That was horrendous. Told you. Did you really just say tonight night? I don't know. Did I? Adisorn. To your great relief, Adisorn seems to open up and you, finally reassured that this meeting wasn't a mistake, are able to get chatty with your online, or well, not so online anymore, friend. You get so deep into the conversation, you lose track of time. It really does feel like talking to a best friend that you've known for many years. Someone who understands you just from half words. I also wanted to play this game so bad because I relate to it. Me and Song, again, best friends online, and now we're 8 years going strong. Adisorn glances at the time on his phone. Oh, it's already 7:30 p.m. Wait, really? I didn't even notice how time went by. God. Am I that entertainable? Oh, Adisorn. Don't get too full of yourself now, dope. Who even says dope anymore? Not the point. Shall we go soon then? Yep. Just let me take a photo of the food real quick before we finish. Adisorn questioningly raises his eyebrows. Gotta have a picture for its grave, you know, before it dies in my belly. Your friend's eyes melt into a half as he chuckles out. How so very considerate of you. I know, I'm so benevolent. Now, don't get scared. I got my flash on. You point your phone camera at the milkshake and... Did we at least get a decent picture? What was that sound? You ask for the check and Adisorn, without even asking you, promptly pays himself. Aww. Song did the same thing. Sour milk, do you know Song? Let me find out you know Song, because it seems like this is almost the only thing that the only thing that they have not said so far in the game is that her and Adisorn spent the night at a hotel. We didn't do anything. Keep in mind, I was a virgin, okay? But we did do something, just not that night. But we didn't do nothing then. Baffled, you start scolding him, but his stubbornness doesn't let any of it reach his ears. Of course. Finally, you step outside. The contrast of cold air envelops your body, reminding you that it was the middle of winter. The fact that you almost managed to forget after being in the warmth of the diner for so long. You watch as your breath forms little clouds of streams that dissolve in the air just seconds later. Behind you, Adisorn lights up a cigarette and firmly leans against the diner wall, glancing in your direction. Suddenly, colorful flicking lights come from across the street, catch your attention. You turn around and gave Adisorn a plotting smile. Say, Addy, you didn't really have time to explore the city all that much, did you? Boy. Not really. What are you getting at? A small smile still curling your lips, you timidly nod towards the crosswalk. Follow me. Adisorn's eyebrow raised in confusion before he hesitantly throws his cigarette away and slowly starts following you. This is where I'm going to stop it at. I know, I'm going to put these in parts. Thank you guys so much. I know, but you guys get to see Addy. Oh, like, be excited for that. And you get to be technically on half of our first date. And again, this is still a demo. The full game isn't out, so don't bug me and don't bug Sour Milk of when the game's gonna come out. You let it go, okay? Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Bye-bye.